Sue Aikens is an American television personality mainly famous for her appearance in the U.S. documentary series Life Below Zero. She also appeared in the television series Flying Wild Alaska in 2011 and The Joe Rogan Experience in 2009. An inspiring character, Sue survived a bear attack in the cold wilderness. She was born on 1 July 1963 in Mount Prospect, Chicago, Illinois. She spent most of her childhood in Chicago. Her parents divorced when she was 12, and settled in Alaska alongside her mother. Her mother left her alone in the wilderness, and she had to learn to survive alone in the cold at a young age. She learned to survive alone in the cold wilderness, hunting and trapping animals from a young age. She studied at the Lowell Whiteman School, and her full name is Susan Ruth Aikens. Sue Aikens has married thrice in her lifetime, but her married relationship didn't work out with any of them. Her first and second husbands died from some disease, whereas her third husband left her for a younger girl. She married Eddie James Aikens on 13 June 1987 after the death of her first husband. Eddie was a British man who worked as a barber. The married couple lived happily in Portland, Oregon and gave birth to 2 children, a boy and a girl. She divorced Eddie in 2004 and began to live an isolated life in Alaska after 17 years of marriage. Eddie passed away in 2009, and she attended the funeral. She expressed that Eddie called and said, "I love you, Mrs. Aikens," 2 days before his death. Sue hasn't talked much regarding her third marriage. She is a grandmother now. Her children are married and occasionally visit her in Alaska alongside her grandkids. She shared the picture of his son getting married in September 2016. Currently, Sue is engaged to Michael G. Heinrich. Some sources have claimed that Sue has an estimated net worth of $500,000, and her annual salary is $200,000. She is a famous social media icon, having 97K followers on Facebook, 27.5K on Twitter, and 37K on Instagram. Sue Aikens rose to stardom after appearing in the U.S. documentary Life Below Zero in 2013. She appeared in The Joe Rogan Experience in 2009, Sarah Palin's Alaska in 2010, and Flying Wild Alaska in 2011. She had several difficult times filming Life Below Zero and filed a case against the series producer in February 2017. She expressed that she was forced to film dangerous scenes without any protective gear, which caused her to go through emotional stress. Sue was attacked by a wild bear while bringing water out of the river in 2007. The attack was so uncertain that she couldn't defend herself. She killed the wild bear but suffered serious injuries and stayed cold for about 10 days. Finally, the local pilot of Alaska found her helplessly lying in the cold and rescued her. She runs Kavik River Camp, located a few miles from the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge. She helps tourists with Arctic needs, and they can enjoy hunting, fishing, camping, bird viewing, and many other activities.